Alright, so I've never seen anything like this before for a propane tank. This propane tank's got a Nevo. So they're getting wireless communication about the propane levels somehow. Is that accurate? Alright, August 22nd, it's a Sunday in the evening time, and it's getting really smoky again. Yesterday, not so much. It got rainy, but it's so dry again. And I just want to say I'm in Ely, Minnesota, ELI, and also the ravens. It just surprises me. There's quite a few ravens around here. So you find them in Ely. It's just like, I've never seen ravens in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and it just amazes me. I spent all those years in Rice Lake never seeing a raven, and they're further north than Minnesota. You know, it's not a north-south, it's not a northerly thing. They'll exist pretty far north, further north than Rice Lake, and it's just spotty. It's a spotty population, and it's interesting to see that, being able to travel around and see all the different places that ravens exist, or just any other vegetation or animal exists. You're getting close to Rice Lake now. It's interesting to see the differences between that city and around that area. Alright, so I tore my car up pretty good here in this national forest. Got almost everything out, just trying to clean it, and I got a lot of garbage. And I've taken a little bit more fabric out, especially off the roof here. And yeah, I cleaned the back, but then I threw the stuff that was in the front in the rear on the tarp, and then I'll take that out. I'll still need to get around the driver's seat area, but I pulled everything out, starting with the back and then working up front, and it's taken such a long time, such a great effort. And I got this whole garbage bag full of stuff I don't want. The stuff next to the garbage bag I don't want. So I found things that I don't want, and I'm still looking for my GoPro battery. That kind of inspired this cleaning. I want to find my GoPro battery, and I guess this last section would be where it would be at. So I've carried a lot of stuff that now I consider a burden. Not this metal step stool though. I got 3, which, you know, I could add up 4 big trash bags I have to bring with me too. Still not a lot of room in this car, but I've made more room. I'm tossing more stuff because I haven't really used it. I'm even tossing the glove compartment because it gives a little more space and I really don't use it. Yeah, I didn't expect the cashier to know the latest report on the Greenwood fires. Yeah. Keep up on that, huh? Yeah. It's only a week old. Right, just like in the city, this is the warning: 20 miles ahead, road closed. That's the sign I ignored. It was just so far back here. I feel so guilty when I throw things away. I'm throwing away tent poles here. I threw away some bands. I paid $15 each. I had 4 of them. $15 each. I'm just tossing them now because I don't use them. They're the exercise bands at the heaviest level. And I just dumped them in a trash can. And I feel guilty about that because now I have seen up here they have some kind of giveaway table. Actually, it's cleaned off now. But there was stuff on it. And I'm guessing it's not encouraged to put stuff on it. Maybe I shouldn't. If there was stuff still on it, then I would have no problems. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll just leave it with this stuff. But it's like, I feel guilty about not optimizing my dumping of stuff, because I know there's people out there that could use some of the things that I get rid of, but I just don't know how to connect. I could also make money. I could also have probably sold those rubber bands and got a little money back. Used bands, barely used. But it takes time, and you got to find the right medium to connect to the proper person, and it's so much easier to throw things away. I don't know where I can leave things laying around sometimes. I try to look for thrift stores, but when I want to dump something, and I got a lot of stuff, I had a lot of stuff I found yesterday in my car that I don't want. I just dump it as soon as I can to make room for my car, because the amount of stuff I had in there, I had it all balled up, and I wasn't able to create a good sleep spot, so I get desperate to create a sleep spot. So sometimes when I take off my fanny pack and want to rest, I'll keep it up there, and when I feel like there's a higher chance of getting bothered, I'll even keep it up unzipped for quick access to this camera. Alright, I am feeling a lot more comfortable using plantains, the plantain leaf. It's not causing problems. I don't know what the benefits are exactly. It's supposed to be low inflammation or something. You don't really feel anything with low inflammation type of vegetation. And just recently, in the past 5 minutes, I chewed on some of that plantain seed, just like a little bit. I don't know when it's finished, honestly, but I chewed on it a little bit. It tastes like nothing, but the seed's supposed to be edible too. I pick the best grass for my tea with my mouth. How about a little clover too? Oh! Right, taking the long road because of the Superior National Forest, greenwood, fire. Oh my God, a deer flies all over me. I was just gonna comment that there's a burnt out light. Oh, get away. Alright, I think a cop is coming out to check me out. I think some people called the cops on me. I don't think they're on a regular road. But I was looking for a marking of some kind. Yeah, he's coming at me. Driving in circles. They were called on me. But it's not really a marked car. He's searching. That's some strange behavior. I think they were called on me. Not even 15 minutes. Not even 15 minutes at the library. Alright, this baseball park right here, baseball park area has morphed into multiple different things. It's right here. What? It's morphed into multiple things. He's got 2 dogs. It started out as it was once a baseball park, and now it's a trail running through it, and frisbee golf. I've never seen such a transition where they actually leave up the baseball park fence. I think that guy was really watching me, and then I start recording him and he sends his dogs out after me. Alright, so this guy is camping on the ATV snowmobile club area, possibly, but then again, it's a part of the Forest Department of Agriculture. What? Occupancy? I'll have to read that after. I'm not sure where I am on the map. They don't say. Babbitt. Babbitt's over here. I came from the east side. Oh, this is for ATV stuff. Alright, so it's August 21st. Well, it's after that. And they're actually posting updates for the Greenwood fire. Once again, I don't know where I'm at on this map. Far west, maybe here. And then the Greenwood fire it doubled in size overnight or something. Alright, looking on the other side. Okay, trails were paid for by the government, pretty much. All these government operations. One little volunteer. And then this is tough to read. What are they saying here? Dirt alert? Huh. I'm in Babbitt, Minnesota. Babbitt. Babbitt. I'm pretty happy with parking in the lots of Zup's grocery store, but it looks like a person could just pull up in this grass area anywhere they want and sleep overnight in Babbitt. It's peaceful. I wouldn't want to be close to that dude with the 2 dogs. He looks well established. I don't know how he gets his ATVs around. He's got 2 ATVs and then a small park camper. 2 dogs too. Right, for this stick, I just want to make a note that when I pull myself up it, my clothes got caught on like something like this. All these knobs from the very top all the way to the bottom, all the knobs really need to be cut. They need to be smooth because they catch on the clothes. I just did a little pull-up and I'm like, something just caught in my pants. They all need to go. So in Babbitt, they got a few things on display at a park here, showing that maybe its origins began with mining. So they got all these big equipment things that support mining, and they got this fence around, but you got a gate. You're allowed in. From a distance, it kind of looks like you're not allowed in. Old Babbitt. Alright, some important pieces for the mining operation of the taconite, a low grade type of iron. They say it's magnetic, but I mean all iron is magnetic. This thing is what, like 15 feet high or something. Stripping truck. Wow, you could smell it too. It's got a old greasy smell. Side dump. Okay, they got dumpers for the side, and do not climb. Okay, as they've darkened all the windows. Wow, that is something. Now, why is this on display? This tank thing? Some kind of a furnace? And then, oh, tire's flat. I wonder if they have to come out here to pick. Oh no, so they got the blocks to hold them up so they don't have to inflate tires. And then a drill thing. Oh, and we got a taconite chunk. Imagine if they put the chunks of gold or silver or copper on display like this. It's got so little value that they can put it on display. Do not climb. Yeah, that's pretty neat. February of this year. Looks like an old picture. All right, I'm in the park in Babbitt, some kind of downtown type park, and I'm questioning, what are they protecting in here? They even got a lock. They got a lock, and it's just unmowed grass and some little shrubs that are starting to poke through. Unmowed grass, there's nothing, and they got this very sophisticated, strong contraption. So strange. And on the other end of the park, there's another one here. It's just unmowed grass with some little shrubs starting to push through. They don't actually bother locking this one. There's no purpose. So in a few towns now, they'll put relics of the taconite, relics or examples, the first test pit. They'll put examples of these taconites. It's pretty massive too. They just, I mean, it's not like they would ever do that with copper mining or gold mining. Put a big statue of it up, a big gold statue. That wouldn't last a day. Yeah, I seen this Masabi Trail, $5 to walk on it. I saw it back in Mountain Iron, and now I'm in Embarrass. Okay. It's a long trail. They want to charge all kinds of money for it. No, thank you. It's nicely paved. No, thank you. All right, I'm in Embarrass, Minnesota, on the Masabi Trail, going from a parking lot that's part of a park or a softball park to going to a museum in Embarrass. The air is very smoky. Not really great for exercise. But I just wanted to capture a little bit of the scenery here. It's pretty cool. I like this. This is the $15 yearly or $5 pass that they insist that you pay for this trail. So it's not a free trail. But yeah, it's neat in this spot. All right, the museum is not far, and they have it's called like a Homestead museum, so they have a homestead set up, kind of almost like a village. And wow, they unlocked the door. Ha! Look at that. At this hour. All right, so some machines for washing and the pump. Maybe they don't even bother locking the door. A wash pan. I got something similar. Stairs. Why? It's like a steam room. This is the Pioneer steam room. The tub. That's weird. Did they explain that? They leave the steam room unlocked. Yeah, you leave your clothes out. Did they explain that? The sauna. Okay. The log sauna. It's the first time I've seen a log sauna before. Looks like a regular house. Interesting. I don't think they bother locking it because there's nothing to steal. This is a little freaky to see a statue standing on the side. I'm like, who the heck is standing just on the side of the road all dressed up for nothing? Next to a log cabin, a very small one, another log cabin. Just various things on display, as I kind of expected to see. Farm machinery, so much farm machinery that was built. And this one, I actually decided to put on a rubber mat. I've never seen that before. Is that a protecting agent? All right, and they locked the door for the Playhouse. And they don't have any windows? Just the door. Wow. At least this one. Oh, one window. Okay. You can see inside the Playhouse. And then this looks like pretty much another Playhouse. It's actually a living. They got a full stove in this little thing. So there's a trail, the maid, the blue boy with his water bucket. And then they can't even lock this. They just only latch it. Look at that nice teapot. I could go for something like this. Stick your whole hand in there. This needs to be back in use, not wasted for display. They don't sell these types of things at Walmart. Concrete for the display. It probably was dirt floor before. Old washing bin drains into a bucket. Probably for wood here. Stove. You could heat this up. It's all connected. Start a fire. Interesting. Old fire range. Those are so neat. Yeah, you got the vents on the side to suck in air, I suppose. A little bed I could sleep on since the door's unlocked. Maybe I could hang out here for the day. Alright, walking away from that house, and I was able to go in. Look at this, the Finnish sauna. Finland. From Finland. Oh, it came from Florentine. Look at the lock. They must not get but like a person or two a day. Say, hang out here. I don't know. You can wring out your clothes if you want. Did they really have that? A mirror fireplace area here. And then you can latch open up the latch and sit in here. Did Finnish people really make extensive use of this? Look at the pots and pans to pour water over the rocks as they burn whatever. Just a heating room. Oh, and then you got to have your cedar, your sauna bows, which is cedar, and they'd probably use fresh. It's Finnish saunas in northern Minnesota. Yeah, the heat was from the inside there. Interesting. All right, and this building is actually locked. They feel it's got more valuables, I guess. You come around. Let's see, it's the Loom room, huh? Is this authentic? Okay, it's not. They got cement. That doesn't make it authentic. But the rags are interesting. They were stuffing rags of various states in between the logs. Look at that. That's hand stitched. That's a hand stitching. And then shingles. So they had the logs. I put the cloth in between the logs, and then nailed on these shingles to keep the cloth on. And cloth here. That was our solution for this one. That's a very personal solution. So yeah, you can kind of see these houses and two saunas. Those are the last. Those are the best buildings they could display. Now I have to wonder if the saunas were used much. It doesn't look like the wood warps a lot from all the heat. It would have been a primarily winter activity, most likely. And then a more modern house here, bigger, more modern looking, full display, things for sale at the gift house. Tool shed. Is it even open? Embarrass farmers market. They advertise farmers market. Can anything be seen? Coming up this Saturday. It's kind of tough to breathe this smoke. It's getting kind of annoying. Alright, looks like a urinal outdoor latrine with 2 doors. And there's a wall separating. So it'd be for a few people. Step up for the little kids. I've never seen a step up for the little kids. I never really gave that much thought, but this is a first for me. Oh my goodness. Oh, I backed into that. Alright, talking to the museum ladies, this smoke, they said, is the worst. One said it's the worst she's seen in 11 years. The other one said it's the worst she's seen in 26 years. In Babbitt, in Embarrass, Minnesota, all this smoke, it's the worst they've seen in the time they've been here. So that's saying something. In Aurora, Minnesota. Aurora, Minnesota. They support mining. Alright, I'm in Aurora, Minnesota. Just want to comment that there's a mix. I got a mix of brown and green grass. It's the same grass, crabgrass. And the taste has improved nicely. The browning really does such a service for this grass. It's amazing. It dries right on the stem. The lower half was drying in the spots that I was picking, and I was taking the brown and the green, knowing that the brown has tasted good in the past, and it's the same grass. It improves in taste to drink it by itself compared to the green. The green, I need milk. I think they probably offer different nutritional qualities, but for taste alone, the brown definitely stands out from the green. Alright, in Aurora, Minnesota, whenever they fence off a lake around here, usually means it was an old mining pit. They fenced off the lake. Yeah, it looks typical mining pit shoreline. That's too bad. I was looking at the map. I was like, maybe I could get some grass. Oh, that'd be nice right here. I'd pick some of that if I could. Why they gotta fence it off? It's crazy. It's already filled in with the lake. What else do you need to protect? It's iron. It's not a gold mine. So this is how the citizens get to support mining. We support mining by enjoying the view of the lake through the fence. There's an asparagus. There's red seeds. I guess that's Minnesota offers the best cover up for iron mining. I wonder if they thought of that in the late 1800s. How are we going to cover up these big pits that we make? In Minnesota, you do it with lakes and trees. If you try to do this in the deserts of the Southwest, the Southwest, the red rocks, you would still have a pit today, but it gets covered by lakes in Minnesota. So how does lakefront property sell here? Because that is a drop. You look on the map, it looks like you could walk right to the lake. You got these houses that have lakefront property, but then you get out here on the ground and you see there's a barbed wire fence and a big drop. You can't even build stairs to get down there, huh? It's inaccessible lakefront property. All right, in Aurora, and the mosquitoes are kind of bad here. This looks like an old historical sign. This stand, they lost the historical sign. It overlooks the lake. It could have been put here before these trees even grew here. Just taking a trail around the mine lake. Right, here's access. Oh my god, the mosquitoes are just aggressive. Here's access to this, maybe a boat ramp. Or, yeah, it looks like it's a boat ramp. So there's access to the lake. It's just, they put a fence all around it and then limited entry points. So they got a little bench you could sit on, and there's no docks. Very clear. Wow. It's hard. I guess it'd be kind of hard to show that. From my view, it looks very clear. Yeah, it does get deep. It doesn't have a serious drop off right away, at least. It's pretty cool looking. I guess you can walk all around the shore. So further down this lake, the drop off is pretty significant. The water is very clear. It's kind of freaky to look at. So you get further outside the city of Aurora and the fence stops. You get further away. The fence is designed for the city. It's just a big wall on the city side of the lake. I've never seen a Wayside rest sign for like a paved walking trail. Because this is a walking trail, no motor vehicles. I think they're talking about the dirt road. It's a Wayside. But you can only see, well, you can only see it from that road. That one of the dirt roads. So Aurora had a grocery store called Zups around here, but Zups went out of business. And it looks like a few years ago. It's pretty overgrown. I was looking on Google Maps for a grocery store to potentially sleep at overnight. Zups did not come up. In fact, in Aurora, there really is no significant grocery store. Dollar General, that's about it. Yeah, they got a box in front. I don't know if you can even... Well, that's too bad. How they could just drop a grocery store and not bring anything back is beyond me. It's Penny. Alright, this is Hoyt Lakes fishing area, I guess the boat launch. It's interesting to see that smokestack across the lake. Is that geothermal? Alright, Hoyt Lakes. This trail is a little more than just a walking trail. They got some long distances. Nobody's walking that in different directions. Nobody's walking that distance. Right, Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota. You can't find, oh, there's some grass. Oh, it is tough to find. This area has been taken over by Tansies. It's a big four-wheeler area, maybe snowmobiles in the winter, but as heavily dense with vegetation as this area is, there's barely any patches of grass like this. I was gonna start complaining, and I had to walk a distance just to get to this tiny patch. Both sides, all around, it's mostly Tansies. I guess I can do the plantains. The plantains like the turned over soil by the four-wheelers, of course. They're friendly with humans. Right at the Hoyt Lakes, it's like City Hall, library, I think another government building. And they have this little free pantry, but it's temporarily closed. It looks in good shape. What are they talking about? It seems like it's in okay shape. What happened? They fixed it and then just still decided to put that sign up. All right, in Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota, this is a first for me. They actually turned this baseball park and put up a sign saying that this is a designated dog area. I always thought that maybe that's something to consider. It's already fenced in for the baseballs, and if it's not being used much by baseball players or softball, then you just turn it into a dog play area. That's the first sign I've ever seen for that. So where am I? Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota, through the woods here. I guess this is a little shortcut through the woods that have been extensively used by four-wheelers. Their four-wheelers are up and down this city in late August, and the ferns are browning. But it's really so unique to see so many white birch. I think there's two types of birch. This is definitely the white one. I heard a loon earlier. So this is the northern country where, well, I can't say more people use the four-wheelers because quite a few people use them in the deserts too. But they use them a lot here, smaller towns. So they got this order that they just recently put out, August 26, 2021. Like today, or yesterday, or the day before. That's not too long ago, this year. What? And then they put out the fire ban. So they put out an order against camping recently. What, like it was allowed before and they just decided to stop allowing? Okay, they got a picture of the Greenwood fire. So they have stopped camping. Although they say that these areas are allowed, they're probably all pay spots. Wow. Alright, just hanging out at a Scenic overlook. Let's see if I can get this right. It's pretty cool. Whoop. It's pretty nice. Alright, so I am scaling back a little bit with using grass water for cooking. I'm just going to only boil grass with some birch bark. I am still unsure if I should be trying to harvest a lot of birch bark. This will be the ultimate test, okay? How will it hold up on in my grass teas? I have no milk, So I'm relying on the birch bark to give this the taste it needs so I can slam it down. But I'm not going to use any grass water to cook. Well, they're potatoes, and there's barley in there, but it fell to the bottom. And also I have dill seeds. Dill seeds are standard, and barley I forget about often. And I should not have put barley in here. I did not even start cooking. And whenever I cook grains, dry grains like barley, it'll burn. But burn at the bottom. Even soaking a while still doesn't seem to help it. I have to like stir it from the very beginning, I guess. So it's so windy out that this thing blew into the tree and I caught it just in time. The camping warning sign is gonna blow off too, which is a good thing. This thing blew off. I think I'll just toss it in the bathroom. I'm cooking right now though. So people, oh, okay, I'll just put it in the car. Did two grass teas and potatoes I'll be doing, and then barley, and I think corn. I think when they're done cooking, then toss in corn for some extra bulk. All right, so out here, okay, going to Two Harbors. Okay, I'm about 45 miles away from Two Harbors. There's this warning sign, and they're referring to this. They just dug it. It looks freshly dug. All right, so walking on this RV trail from the overlook. I'm gonna set these down. It's kind of big, burdensome to check this out. I walk over to this private property, and we got contacts. So how are they getting out here? Because it doesn't seem like they had their own driveway. Nope. So they take their ATVs here. They got a lawnmower. If that even works, they mow around. And this is some kind of a private property house. And it's got no major vehicle access. It's kind of a strange looking setup. Maybe like a hunting cabin. Maybe it's a hunting cabin. Maybe they put their guns on this rack or something. They don't want you. They want to discourage people from entering. They don't even have a doorknob. How do they get in and out? It's kind of a strange setup. So they clear cut a lot around this lookout area and then piled up the brush for burning. All right, so I stand here and take a selfie. Or they're saying maybe I go up here to do a selfie. Looks like some kind of events that occurred here. There's porta potties and the bathroom stuff. Wash your hands or whatever. And it's a scenic spot. There's a slight diesel burning smell. It's not like they're near train activity though. Oh, that ship is moving too. Only a little bit. If that's even a ship, maybe it's... I don't see actually a ship in the water, so it's some kind of movement though. Two tugboats, not just one tugboat. What a active type area. I saw this on the map, but I didn't expect such a tall structure. I only saw the top of it from the map.